Hello, welcome back to Bad's Bike, and just a quick update really, because I've been really busy at work at the minute, and I've not really had an awful lot of time to do too much on the bikes at the minute, but I thought I'd just bring you in on this at the minute. And as you can see, I now have purchased an abba Skylift. Quite expensive to be fair, but they are actually now cheaper than buying a standard Sealy or Clark hydraulic lift, which 2-3 years ago would have cost you £380, something like that, and they're now £650. But the Skylift, which was £460 3 years ago, is still £460. So with the fitting kit, it come to £497. But the benefit with this is you can move the bike around the garage on the lift, and you've got access underneath it. You can wheelie it, you can endo it, so you get quite a lot of access on it. And you know, I always wanted one, but I always thought it was too much money, and you know, it was cheaper just to get a lift. But when I thought about getting a proper lift, there's no way I'm going to pay that sort of money when I can get one of these for less. So that's what I've gone for, and I'm glad I did, to be honest. And this time I didn't receive a scarf, I actually got a lift. So yeah, I escaped the harmonica and the silk scarf episodes. So yeah, at the minute you can see I've managed to get the diversion on it. I haven't actually got a fitting kit for this diversion because they don't make one. So the fitting kit I have is for the Bandit, but I've only been able to use half of that on that side, and on this side I've makeshifted one with a socket and a piece of a spare sprocket hub, you know, the little space that goes in there. I've makeshifted a bit that goes in there, but I've actually ordered another Bandit fitting kit so I can use the two same sides to fit in there, so one half of each kit fits in there, because they're both the same size, whereas the Bandit's got one slightly bigger than the other one. So yeah, that's what I've thought I'd update you with, the fact that I've actually got a lift, and it's pretty good. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's actually stood in the central position. It's not the lowest and it's not the highest, it's a central position, but it does actually go higher than that. Let's see if I can pump that up. Set the pin out. And that's at its highest position, and it's very secure, and it's at perfect working height, as it would have been if I had had the bench that I had. So it will be ideal when I come to do that pipe, if I do have to end up drilling one of those studs out. With it being cocked up in the air, I'll be able to get a good straight angle at it, which will be nice. But yeah, not sure how well you can see that. Let me just take this out of here. Yes, it is well off the floor, and you can knock the brakes. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to move it around on this floor, because it's not the best, but it does actually move a mat on the floor. But because I've got the other bike in there, I don't want to start yanking it about, just in case it does go, which I don't think it would anyway. But yeah, I'm well happy with that. It's a nice bit of kit, very easy to put together. But yeah, it makes everything a decent height to work at. I know Charlie from Motorcycle Rescue, he did mention that he's never felt the need for a lift, and to be fair, he's not wrong, because you don't necessarily need a lift. But I find that once you've had the use of a lift, you then realise that it's actually nicer if you have actually got one. And you know, if you've got the money to spend on one, then you know, why not? I don't often buy myself too much, so thought I'd treat myself to that. I'll get some of the money back with Christmas handouts, as you do, as dads do. I'll get some of that money back, and yeah, it's nice and secure. So now I can crack on with the exhaust once I've got the wiring finished on it. The wheel, I've had no problems with the wheel on this bike. It's holding its ear pretty well. So yeah, I've got to get the back one sorted, but you know, I've had no problems with that. And I need to get the back one sorted anyway, because when I put this on, I went to work on it, and it's my own fault because I didn't check before I left. I thought I'd put something on wrong because the bike was handling like a dog, and I discovered I'd only got 8 psi in the back tyre. So yeah, it was a bit of an error. So that's obviously, it doesn't leak as badly as the front one does, but that's obviously leaking from somewhere as well. So I'll probably have to get both the wheels resealed, but obviously it's not really that important yet, because I actually prefer these wheels to the black ones. So that's all working well. We can get cracked on with that. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you. Just let everybody know that yes, I did get a lift and I didn't receive a scarf. But don't worry, Charlie, you're quite welcome to that scarf if you want it. Anyway, I've got to get back to some washing up while the wife's at work, so don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.